Good evening. My name is Susan Sider. I am. I want to talk about my background first. I was born and raised in Jordan. I was one of 8 children, and I had my father was in the military in Jordan, so I went to military school. I get my first education, which is like elementary, middle, a little bit of high school. Then I moved and I immigrated to the United States at age 17. I really wanted to finish my education. And I first arrived to New York City to live with a cousin, my cousin, his wife, and his daughter. And I did not really like the New York City. It was kind of too big for me. It was very hard to live there. But I stayed there for a little while. Then I moved to Washington, D.C. with another cousin and his family also. So it was very hard in the beginning. I couldn't speak the language well. I just didn't have a car. I couldn't drive. I didn't have anything. But it's step by step, and I had some help, very light, tiny help from some people that I met in Washington, D.C., from the Arab community there. So a little bit at a time, a young lady taught me how to drive and all that. But and anyway, I went to high school there. I finished high school in Virginia, actually, which is across the river from D.C. And after high school, money was very hard. Money was so hard for us. It was so hard for me. So I ended up working with the school also in fast food restaurants, cashier, to make some living. But when I finished high school, I want to go to college. So I went to community college, which is like 2 years college, and they paid me a grant. They paid for my education, and they also paid me money, like a weekly checks for a living, so I can continue my education. And that was a very nice thing to do. Things started to get better. English was a lot easier on me, and I did graduate with that from that community college. What I did after that, I went after that to another college. So the first one was cosmetology, which is it ended up my job for almost the rest of my life. And the second was computer programming. I did not like it much. I'm an active person, like today. I am so thankful for this country to give me so many opportunity. It taught me a lot of stuff. It taught me. I had kids. I was married with kids, and my children went to college. And this is really a great opportunity for all of us. I don't regret any day coming here. Like I said, only the first year was hard as an immigrant, but a young person have so much dreams, have so much things to look for, to do in life, in this country gave me all that. So I really thank for that. And if you ask me if I want to go to, if I have a chance to book a trip, like if I go back in time and to book a trip to come here, yes, I will, without even thinking, because this place, I've been living here almost 47 years now. My kids were born here. I have a grandkids who were born here, and they all had a great education, and I had a good job. I am self-employed now. I had my own business, with cosmetology. Like I said, 47 years of a good life. It's a great country. They are very helpful people. And I did not have any discrimination, to be honest with you, in this country. I didn't have any discrimination. I have a great life. I moved from now I live in North Carolina. I forgot to tell you that. I moved from DC to North Carolina almost 30 years ago. And it's a great state. It's wonderful. It is the South, and the Southern people is a little different than the North from DC or to New York. but they laid back and they nice people, and it depends how you treat them. If you come to them in a nice way and they see the good person in you, they love you and they help you. And I have so many friends of them. So in the beginning, people said, "Oh, why you move into the South is a little different." It wasn't for me. It was fine. It was great, and it's a great country. And after I got my citizenship, I applied for my brothers and my mom and my sisters to come here. And some of them, it took shorter time, like my brothers and my mom came faster, then it took a lot longer to bring my sisters. And I helped them to get a job. I helped them I taught them how to drive. They, my younger brothers, so they all made a successful life. They love this country. After that, they become American citizens themselves after like 5 years being here. So, and I did that. I went through some tragedy in my life. A few years ago, I lost my older son. He was a very young man. He was married with young kids, and he passed away suddenly with heart attack while he's at work. This was one of the hardest things I went through in my life, to lose my own son and to leave a wife and a kids behind. It wasn't easy, but I learned that he's in heaven, and I learned that what can I do? You can't bring the dead back. So that was the thing. Another thing I did, my mom came here and lived. She was healthy in the beginning. She was a wonderful person, but at older age, she developed dementia, which is an Alzheimer's disease. That was the hardest thing I went through. I took care of her for 10 years here with me. The first few years wasn't as hard because her illness wasn't really advanced, but things went much worse in the last 4 years. She lost most of her memory. She was very agitated. It was so difficult to deal with her, but I loved her. I served her all my heart, took her to all her doctors, dressed her, done everything that anybody can do. And unfortunately, she went to the hospital because she broke her wrist and all that, and then COVID came. So they locked her in there, and I couldn't go, and I couldn't see her, and I started to see her from the window, and I know a lot of people went through this with their elder ones, and it was very, very hard for me. And soon after that, she passed away, unfortunately. That was another very difficult thing, to lose a mother in this way, in a faraway country. And I buried her here, buried my son here. And before my son, I also lost my grandson at age 16. He was sick. So my grandson died from illness. I thank God everybody else is okay. Everybody else is good. Of course, none of us, even the kids who were born here, they love our country, and they love our background, and they love our language and religion and everything, because I taught them to. And no matter how much you've lived far away from your country, how many years you've been far away from it, you still have it in your heart. And I did visit many times. I took my kids. I taught them the culture there. I taught them the language, even though they spoke here, but I wanted to mix with other kids, and I want them to see other people's life and other children's life, and they learned so much, and they become very successful adults from two different cultures. Because when you come to this country from another culture, you will become a new person. Okay, you will take the good things from your background, and you learn the good things from the new culture. You pick both, in the nice parts of each side. So this is how I learned it and become that person. And my kids was the same way. And nobody will forget their background or their country or their culture. We lived here. We still cook our food, even though we eat a lot of and cook and learn American food. We do a lot of good things about this new culture here, and we carry with us also a lot of memories and a lot of things from our background. I wanted to tell you about our culture and how much we love it, and we still do, and we still visit, and we still see people there, and we get in touch with them. I still have a lot of family back in Jordan, and I have some family also in Palestine, in El Khalil, which is Hebron, and I did visit many times all of those beautiful cities between Jordan and Hebron and Nablus, Bethlehem, all these places. Thank you. That was it. I don't know what else to say. So I really am so glad that you get in touch with me, and I would love to help you with anything. And I hope I answer most of these questions, but I wanted to help you as fast as I can.